So now we'll go to the tooling. So let's start with STIG Viewer 2.17. Let's open this file. Shove that to the side. And then we'll also open up STIG Viewer 3. All right. So for STIG Viewer 3, you'll click on STIG Viewer, and then you will add STIG to library. And I want to select the zip files themselves. Otherwise, you have to navigate into each folder and select the XMLs within. If you just click the zips, it'll automatically extract the needed information. So let's click load. It'll import them, and we'll go with server 2022. Move this to the side, and we'll do the same thing with STIG Viewer 2.17. So same thing, we'll click multiple files, click open, and you'll see similar views, similar options, right? So if I close this back out, this is the STIG library, this is the STIG library. If I click on server 22 and server 22, you'll see that it shows you the same information, right? The VID, then you can see the STIG ID, the severity, classification, etc. It contains the exact same information. It's using the exact same XML as a source document. It's just different views. Additionally, STIG Viewer 3 has different options for exporting or extracting additional information. So if we go back and we can look at, say, Postgres and Postgres, again, same thing. Oh, there you go. You'll see that it's all of the same checks. I will say with STIG Viewer 3, filters are a lot easier. You can go to, say, severity, click your different severity. With 2.17, you have other filter options that aren't as easy to use. So, all right, so that's viewing in STIG Viewer. The good thing about this is, everything is in a singular format. It's not a wall of text the way the XML view is in Edge. However, you do have to use your mouse a lot to click through and check everything. So let me close out this, and we'll concentrate on this one. So if I go back to server 2022, make sure it's checked, make sure it's selected, and I go to checklist and create checklist from current marked STIGs. It'll open up a new tab and it'll show me just these checks. Right, so then I will file, save checklist as. And then go to my folder. You'll see that I saved a file here called Windows Server 2022.ckl. This will be used with the Vulnerator tool I downloaded previously. And you'll see that there's multiple options here. So make sure you select RMF, make sure you select provision 4, leave all of the severities, leave all of the statuses. For output formats, make sure only STIG details is checked. System identifier to report, either option works. It doesn't really matter for this. STIG mitigation text location, don't need this. These options for this work. And then grouping the findings really doesn't matter with what we're about to do. However, if you import multiple file types, it will automatically group the findings based on either host name or IP address. So we're going to import the CKL file we just created. And you'll see status here ready. We'll scroll down, we'll click execute. And we will save this here. Just using a different name to showcase the difference. Go back to my downloads folder and you'll see that same file. It took a CKL file that used to be an XML file and converted it to an XLSX file. What this does for you is gives you a slightly different format of viewing that may or may not be easier for filtering and viewing each of these requirements. What I've done in the past is I will download every single STIG, run them all through STIG Viewer, run it through Vulnerator, and now I'll have an Excel file with all of the STIGs as of the download date and one easy to filter location. So speaking of filters, you can go to data, filter these, and now you can filter by severity or risk factor, or you can search for things like PowerShell. And it'll help you quickly find checks that you are looking for or that you want to work on at that moment. In addition to this, you can also sort by the controls, which are associated with the CCI, as I mentioned before. You have the STIG title here, the human readable format. And if you have more than one STIG in this particular output, you can use this to filter by the source of the STIG. So thanks for paying attention and speak to you next time.